Yes.
Can I come with you?
To ride bikes in the dark?
Are you gonna ride bikes in the dark?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, sometimes it's the only time you have free.
I could.
You wish you could? On a Friday night you could. It's not a school night.
Okay.
But we'd have to get you your own light for your head.
Or my bike light.
Yeah.
Can I use my bike light?
You
Wait,
could.
what if we could shine light on my bars where I sit so you know it's me?
It's a good idea. As with most of my videos, you're going to want to wear these to get the best out of the video. All right.
Taking my tools.
So, let's see if I was right. 5. Bang. Jeez. It was really loose, huh? I shred hard.
That's plenty. Yeah, that's plenty on it. That's the top one.
Top one never gets loose.
Really? Interesting.
Yes. Okay. Was someone in the background, or was that the TV when I called?
Just TV.
Do you want to leave these here or take them with?
Oh, man. Then a coconut water. All right, nice. That's what I wanted.
Well, isn't this coconut water but another flavor?
No.
Oh, it's strawberry lemonade water.
I mean, I'll take that too. I'll leave that one here.
Well, I wasn't really offering it to you, but you can have it.
Well, I'm eating it. I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
Did you eat something? Or this is what you intended to drink?
No, I have something in the truck.
Old anthrax.
Have you ever had jalapeno cheddar Frito dip?
No.
This is dinner.
That's your dinner?
Yeah.
Is your wife out of town?
No. Why does she have to be out of town for me to eat healthy?
That's not healthy. I wouldn't even think to buy that. I don't eat
I should have got the bean dip. That's not as good.
I don't eat like processed chips either.
If you don't process the food, how's it going to be good for you? So I got a problem. How am I supposed to ride my bike if it's apart?
Right.
You got any spare bikes laying around that need ridden?
Yeah, what I don't get is that, like, what people do, what they're doing when they put stickers on their vehicle is they're mimicking cars that are, like, sponsored, that are, like, race cars that have sponsorships, that have those stickers on there because they got paid to advertise.
Yeah.
But you're not getting paid to advertise, so why would you put that sticker on your car?
I don't think that's going to work.
I don't know what you got going. Oh, the light behind the camera? So you have a nice shadow. Do you have a light on your handlebar, or are you just using headlight or helmet light?
Helmet light. We have to get rid of the GoPro.
Can you mount it to the side of the helmet?
What?
The light.
The light?
Yeah, like that.
Never thought of it.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. I'm the idea man.
What about that?
If you can fit it.
Oh, I can fit it.
That's what she said. Clear glasses?
Keep them in here.
Oh, okay.
This chump didn't bring clear glasses. That was the tone you had.
You did mount your light and your camera on your helmet in tandem for some reason. We just discovered that.
I think I'd be good if I did the light up front and the camera behind it, so this wacky contraption here.
Oh, I mean the camera up high? You think it'll see over the light?
Yeah.
But you do have to agree that... Where'd you go?
I'm listening, kinda.
That Holy Wars is probably the best metal song ever written.
No. Holy Wars?
Yeah.
No. Who? I don't even never heard of it.
By Megadeth? You never heard that?
I don't like Megadeth.
Really? Why not?
Because I don't like his voice.
It's better than Metallica, though. They're a better band.
No. That's an opinion.
No, technically they're a better band.
No, technically that's just the way you feel.
No, they're more proficient musicians.
No, that's not proof.
What?
That's just an opinion.
No, it isn't.
They didn't do as well as Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica sold more records and played bigger arenas, but that doesn't mean...
That makes them better.
No, but it doesn't mean... It makes them better... They're better at marketing, yeah.
No.
That doesn't
How
make
are they
them...
going to sell tickets if they're not better musically?
That doesn't have anything to do with it. There's plenty of musicians who are far better. Like, think about classical musicians.
You think about classical musicians.
Who play some shit you never even thought you could play on a cello or something. Okay. And? They're not selling out fucking 50,000 seat football stadiums and shit. But they're better musicians. The only person who's
it's hard for me to argue and get this figured out at the same time.
The only person that I can think of in history that was proficiently, like, leaps and bounds above everybody else as far as being a capable musician, especially on multiple instruments, was Prince. As a guy who sold out big arenas and stuff.
I really don't like Prince. I really don't like anything that he ever did.
I don't mind Prince, but I wouldn't go out and buy a Prince album. It's not for me. I don't mind it.
It's not for me, Dick. It's just...
Hell yeah.
I mean...
It was the 80s.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Not there's anything wrong with that. Shouldn't they have the right to be just as miserable as the rest of us? And also, you know that, and getting fights and beat up their old ladies. How about that?
How about that? Would you argue that on YouTube?
Oh, in front of camera? I don't have the actual stats to prove it up, but the argument has been made, right? So there's a study that has been done. I don't have the sources.
Gotcha.
It's definitely.
Did you watch my video today?
No, I didn't.
It's got 10 views.
What?
Today. In a whole day, dude.
Would you look at that? Oh, it's so precious. Just look at it.
I'm having trouble here.
Oh, no.
I don't know if I should just ditch this whole camera on the head thing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. You're not going to be able to see it. Well, I guess with the light you'll be able to see a little bit. But.
So what I'm going to do is just snap that one off.
You know you're riding in the front anyways, right?
Riding in the front?
Yeah.
Oh, not the whole time.
What?
I'm not riding behind you. I won't be able to see anything.
Why?
Because you got a helmet light, and I got a handlebar light.
You don't have a helmet light?
Uh-uh.
Okay, YouTube, listen. You don't ever want to ride with just a handlebar light. You know why?
True. That's true. You don't.
Do you know why?
Because it sucks.
It sucks.
Terrible.
You know why it sucks? Because your handlebars only shoot forward and your head turns where you need to ride to.
I understand that.
Well, where's your helmet light?
I just don't. I never found a light that I wanted to mount to my helmet.
Huh? What? That doesn't make sense either.
Why?
It doesn't look right? Like, what are you talking about?
Just the weight balance and all that stuff.
Weight balance? Are you joking? Are you making jokes? Or this
Serious.
truthful?
See, the Knight Rider had a light. It was like a small cube light. It would go in the front, and they had like a remote cable that goes to a battery that you would mount to the back of your helmet, so it would balance the weight out. And maybe that was a good option, but maybe that's too much weight. I don't fucking know.
Well,
I don't ride at night enough to.
I have a helmet light.
Oh. Alright, well, I'll give it a shot.
Guess where I bought that?
Bucks Bikes.
Bucks Bikes, Austin, Texas, 183 in Oak Knoll.
Got it in stock.
All your bike needs are met.
I might get that Rain SX, the 2019 Rain SX.
They're making Rains still?
Yeah.
That's a big bike.
Rain SX.
For big boys. Are you a big enough boy for the Rain?
It's got DVO suspension.
Are you big enough?
And it's got...
You're going to use all that travel, Ray?
160 millimeters of travel in the rear, 180 millimeters of travel in the front.
Shut the front door.
Remember when you set your bike up with 160 and 180 and the bike wasn't made for it and it felt like shit?
Huh? No, it felt great pointed down. You're not going to like... No one's going to like climbing with 180 up front.
You don't have any weight on the fork at 180. Why would it matter?
Huh? What?
Oh, just because the bike is tilted up?
Yeah.
No, but the thing is that the geometry of that bike is probably okay for it. It's made for it. Your bike is made to be 160, 160. So by adding more travel, you change the geometry.
No, but I also switched it to extra low mode, which lowered the bottom bracket, which...
Right, so you completely altered the...
Yeah, I made it badass.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I recall you complaining.
At Brushy.
Well, that's complaining, right?
Well...
Were you not complaining?
It was sick at Freeride 512 in Smithville, Texas, and at Angel Fire Bike Park in New Mexico.
Get tickets online. Alright, see if I can figure this out now that I've started way too late. But at least you got plenty of... What do you got, Doritos?
Huh? Huh?
What are you eating?
Doritos.
That's what I just asked you, and you didn't...
I was chewing. I didn't hear the whole thing you said.
You said huh instead of yeah.
Huh? I need to get moving. I'm getting chilly.
Oh boy, see that's why I wore
pants. Yeah, babe. I'm wearing pants.
See, you got jeans and then cut them off.
No, they're...
I got shorts that were made, or jeans that were made to be shorts.
I think it's a great idea. Not that this isn't good.
Keep that. I'm just gonna put like smaller tires on it. Narrower tires.
Okay.
Go.
Did you turn the cab light off for me? Will you?
Will I?
You know where the button is. I saw you hit it earlier.
Yeah. It is the dead light though, not the cab light.
Well, the light's on the cab.
That's true. Not illuminating the cab though. Cargo light.
Doesn't make the car go. The engine makes the car go. That goes in there. I'll wear those. Those goes in here. Backup camera. GPS on. When you're figuring your tire pressure, do you do it by squeeze test or do you know your numbers?
First I use a pump and numbers. It's real firm.
Yeah.
I don't want any drag on it out here.
I'm gonna get a little more air. Just because I had a lot of drag last time. And it's gonna be wetter.
I was really thinking about to make the you're doing full carbon versions of the Anthem and the Trance. They don't do it in Rain though, so you do a Trance.
The Rain doesn't come in carbon?
It comes in a carbon front triangle, just like all the old bikes.
Huh.
The Trance comes in an Advanced Pro model, so it's got a carbon rear triangle too.
Nope. My favorite thing about night riding is the fact that there's no one else out here.
Yep.
You got the trail to yourself.
Well, it's also cold, so people wouldn't come out here anyway.
It's not that cold. I feel like if we cranked hard enough, we could probably start sweating.
Coincidence is that I haven't ridden Bentonville. So,
Yeah.
it's really cold there. But never left.
I think our trip to Bentonville was better than the first year.
Way better.
Yeah.
I mean, no doubt.
I can hear all kinds of weird animals running away. Yeah, like armadillos and deer and whatever. Who knows what. There's probably a lot of, ooh, watch out. There's probably a lot of feral cats. Tricky part right here. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Yes. I haven't made that section in the last 4 times I've been here. It was the first video I ever posted where I was talking out loud. Narrating, that's the word. I don't like hearing myself.
Yeah, I know you do.
And I never know what to freaking say.
Yeah.
So I was shy about doing it for a long time, and even to put this one out. And for him to say such a nice comment was just really motivating for another one. You ready or you want more time? Come on, see you're ready. Did you see it? It was big. It was like a bobcat. It was creeping like a cat. But the eyes were too far off the ground to be a regular house cat. And then when I ran, it took off. It was gone.
Water on the knee? Charlie horse indeed.
Huh? You're in fine shape. You just have stubborn opinions about clips. Listen, I think for sure that you could change your opinions if you would try it.
I don't think so.
I know so. I'd be putting money on it.
I have proof in that I have
Oh my God. We're gonna argue Strava times about this pedal situation. Strava times aren't gonna win this argument because it's not about your GPS unit or your phone. We'd have to have the same GPS, because if you're running Strava on your phone, it's not as precise. You're taking all kinds of other factors into account, like trail knowledge and trail conditions when you rode between trail conditions when I rode. What happened there? Exactly, that's why we gotta just keep it to the fact that I've ridden with pedals for 2 years and you've never tried clipped in pedals. Until you try it, you can't knock until you tried it. What'd you say?
I said I haven't been riding mountain bike more than you have.
You haven't?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
So I'll still faster than you had less experience.
You can also hop over stuff better, because you get to pull up. You get to pull up the whole bike.
I can pull up the whole bike higher than you.
No. No. I will make climbs clipped in you can't make because of flats. Guaranteed.
No.
I will be less tired at the end of a ride than you because of clips. Guaranteed.
No.
What really sucks is that when you psych yourself out to thinking, I don't want to be clipped into this race because it's an enduro race and it's wet and I'm going to want to put my foot down a lot. So I go to flats and then I fuck up all my sprints because I'm lifting and my feet keep coming off.
I could see it in a muddy situation.
That's what I said, muddy.
Yeah, because if you do put your foot down in a muddy race, now your foot's muddy.
Yeah, it's not going to clip in. Yeah, I thought of that too.
I don't want to ride a muddy race anyway.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. Nah, I had to race. See, I feel like this in these conditions, in this weather, I could just go all night. At this pace, just non-stop. We're in 1080/30 Super View.
Ooh.
Hero 7, and using the Hyper Smooth, in case you're wondering.
Okay. So that means that you can see, of your super ultra wide, you can see about this much of the middle of it with the light on?
Exactly. And I have the exposure negative 0.5, or positive 0.5 exposure edition. You like that, don't ya? Wow. How do you think nature got this rock on this tree like that?
Oh, somebody definitely.
No.
Is the tree growing through it? Oh, no, she's got a hole in it. Somebody stuck it on there.
Is the tree growing through it? Is that what you said?
Well, I mean,
The tree came up and pulled that rock off the ground. Right. And yeah.
Bore a hole through it.
Yep. Get out of my trail. Hey, what happened there? Did you miss that climb there, boy? No, you didn't put a foot down?
It was fine.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Seemed to have kind of pulled away from you. It was weird, huh?
Well, I had to wait because you're going so slow.
What's that? Oh, it's a radio tower. Red light was freaking me out. had it. Come on, Sally, let's see you go. Tonk. Come on, Sally, let's see you go. Tonk.
Fast card. Saved $100. I did a hellacious burnout. And also
Oh yeah, that was my fault. Did you see that hellacious burnout, man? I thought you said you had a Hemi. I got it in the shop getting the footprint gas pedal installed and I stole this pile.
Ooh, my ally. That car you're driving is a Dodge Daytona.
Yeah,
What's more valuable?
I know. There's a Jack Ribbit. So I posted on that text thread, Mark Rebier, and you came back and with that fucking dude, Reggie Watts, like, you can't even compare them.
What do you mean? Because
everybody's seen Reggie's act. It's all tired and used up. So, everybody copies everybody. There's no new movies. They're just making reboots of old movies. There's no new chords.
Yeah, but that doesn't. So what? The thing about that is it doesn't take away from the original.
No, I wasn't trying to say it's better, but it's like, did you not like Mark R?
Not really.
Oh, did you listen to all this stuff?
Well, I listened to the 2 tracks for 100.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to be funny with his little PC song titles.
It is funny. It is fun. Did you happen to go to that Oddball Comedy Fest where he was here?
No.
I did. So I'm better than you.
No. I think it's the, like, not only is Reggie Watts not using instruments, he's doing all that shit himself. Using much simpler machinery.
That means all of this shit sounds the same.
He's way more creative.
Mark is an actual musician.
Yeah, so is Reggie Watts.
Well, why didn't he play other shit? Why does he keep using his voice? And I think he needs to.
He's also got super wide options.
Yeah. Just once you've heard someone beatbox, like, pretty much done with that track. Like, you got anything else?
The thing is, he's not just doing hip hop and techno tracks either, which is what most beatboxers do because those are the easiest sounds to reproduce. And they're more technical sounding, but I think they're easier to do. But because he has such a good vocal range, he can recreate different like acoustic bass sounds, bass guitar sounds, and like horn sounds too. Because
I'm not taking anything away from Reggie Watts. It's just that once, I mean, loopers and beatboxers and beat makers are interesting to watch and entertaining invariably. But once you've seen Reggie Watts' like 10, 20 videos, seen him live, to have someone else new to show you something else in the same genre is nice. And he happens to be funny as hell. No? Yes? What do you think?
I'm living in the past, man. I'd rather have Reggie Watts than Tenacious D.
Tenacious D?
If I want to hear funny
music.
How did they get brought into this?
Because they're musicians that are also comedians.
Okay, so if you want to hear funny music, you're just gonna keep hearing the same played out oldish. You know.
Well, if somebody plays something,
You're not interested in seeing something new.
I watched that. I didn't think it was better. That's all I'm saying.
You saw 2 tracks.
Okay. Yeah, but I put 2 really good tracks that display.
I watched them.
His range.
I watched them, and those are super old and both almost the same.
I don't know. Well, part of that is because they're both filmed in the same spot. So he was in the same train of thought when he was making both those songs.
True. Yep.
Right?
Mark actually seems to be in a new train of thought every video, wearing something new on a different day.
Yeah, but not all Reggie Watts videos are all made in that one apartment on that day.
No, yeah, they are.
There's different videos.
Nope, that's all the same.
The episode he did on the performance he did on the Conan O'Brien when he did a Chicago live show. Pretty funny when he's talking about the big ass purse. That's hilarious.
He's talking about an ass purse?
A big ass purse.
What I like about these guys, though, both Mark and Reggie, is that they seem to do it on the fly.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Like, they may have, like, gotten high at some point and, like, scribbled some notes and had a general idea of where they're going to go, but it's all, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Improv.
And you bought that big ass purse in the bathroom? Put all that shit in it?
No, that's not funny. Let's go. What am I going to do here? I'm going for it. Oh, that was late pull. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to make it because you're not clipped in. You get 3 chances. I'll take 3 chances. We'll see who makes it the most. We both failed once. No complaining about injuries. Let's go.
No, they're rocking with you.
Oh, okay.
But also,
I hurt my ankle a little bit.
So if you want to start from there.
Let me get my shoes nice and clipped in.
Go ahead, lock them in.
Ta-da!
You want me to take the easy line too?
Take whatever line you need, flatsies. Watch, he'll say, like, the light was in my eyes. Oh, damn.
See, if I was clipped in, how would that have ended up?
You would have been able to pull up.
No.
Yeah, and then...
Oh, wait, look at where my bike is. There's no way I could have pulled forward out of this.
Man, I didn't expect that excuse.
Uh-huh. All right. So you already won, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You need to redeem yourself.
I really want to get up here. There's not enough like flat space to get that bunny out.
If I get it right there where you just tapped,
On the high
will you ride clipped in?
If you do it on the high side?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't help me at all.
No, of course not, because I'm Stubborn Ray. No, see? You'll always be wrong, and I know it. What?
It's got to be a 2-hopper.
Are you going to trials your way up this?
That's what I have to do. It's the only way to get up that thing.
No, it's not. I've done it in flats.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, with 29-inch wheels, though, so it makes it easier because your wheels are bigger.
All right, well, I have a handicap because I just crop dusted myself.
You don't like your own brand?
No, buddy, my parts are terrible.
Oh, weird.
They're very, like, sulfuric.
Sulfuric. Sulfuric.
You got enough film in that camera?
I'll wait here all night.
There's up there, just not enough grip.
This is not looking good. It's not going well.
I don't have enough backward momentum either.
Not enough backward momentum. I feel like there weren't crickets before you started the crickets are mocking you. I mean, this is going to be great for YouTube because every time you miss, I'm going to have a laugh track just going. Go. Come on, Ray.
I can't even get out from between the damn trees.
Take a breath. Because if you miss now, like I was super tired from missing it 7 times. What's weird is you turn downhill every time. Are you trying to hit it on the...
Go around this rock.
Are you trying to hit the high spot?
Yes.
You're not trying to make the easy line?
No.
Why?
Because it's harder and I want to do it.
Oh, okay. Oh. I didn't bring a chair, but okay.
I mean, this is the hard line, right? Because it's real hard to make it through these trees. And then you have to go down.
That's high for what you're trying to do.
You have to go down into the dirt.
Yeah, you're making it as hard as it can be.
Right. That's why I want to. Then it'll be an achievement, not like winning third place.
Oh man, that was the one.
I didn't have enough forward.
That was the one. Now I'm curious if I can even do it there. Let me try. I know, I did it on the first try though. I can tell you this, when I was halfway up it, my left leg was pulling me in my upward stroke as much as I was pushing down on my other foot. Clips was the only way I was gonna make that.
Shit, still not far.
That was so close.
Shit, still not far.
That was so close.
You have a 3D Blu-ray player. That's the thing. TV doesn't necessarily have to be 3D.
Is a PlayStation 4 a 3D Blu-ray player?
I don't know. It's not a 4K. You would think that the company that is sending Blu-ray.
Ow!
And the first console to put Blu-ray player as part of their hardware. The latest consoles will have a 4K Blu-ray player, but they don't.
Is that what you're talking about, that Sony?
Yeah, so the PlayStation 4 Pro, which has like the upgraded version, which has a little bit faster hardware in it, I guess, processors and stuff, but still doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray.
Whoa, it was a bad choice.
Oh man.
Not enough forward momentum. Plenty of hop.
Yeah, I mean, objectively, the Xbox is a better console, but I mean, it's the pros and cons of both because each one has like console-specific games you can't get on the other system. Like right now, that new Spider-Man game is supposed to be really badass.
Oh yeah?
But you can't. I mean, because Spider-Man is a Sony property. They don't make a version of that game for Xbox.
I mean, you can buy it and play it at my house. Oh, 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 ah, ah. That's what I love about this bike. You don't have to pick a line going down. I don't care how chunky it is. I couldn't believe how right you were about those spokes and how long I rode it like that. Oh God, I made it. I never make it. I just want to pause here a moment and give you this little information nugget. I picked those spokes on my build because they were more expensive and lighter. So I just assumed that they were the best. But not only was I wrong, because they weren't as stiff, they were made for road bike rims. My bike had way too much flex. It was like rubber band. If you would grab the top of the rear wheel and my seat and push the left hand, pull the right hand back and forth, it was all like springy and spongy and flexy. And once I got the correct regular spokes put in place, man, it was just a world of difference. My bike was immediately stiffer, more rigid, and held lines better, railed berms better, everything was better. The devil tree. Yikes. because they're they spend more time honing it.
Yeah.
So they can do bits on a chunk and then callbacks to a previous chunk.
Call back to the previous bit.
That's what I'm.
The bits compile together and refer to it as a chunk. So like you have a bunch of little 2-minute bits could make up a 15-minute chunk.
Yeah, but what's a chunky bit?
Trail maybe.
The other day I had a Hershey's nuts and pretzels with caramelized cream.
Yeah.
It had chunky bits. It was pretty damn good.
But it's not stand-up comedy.
No, but you can eat it while listening to stand-up comedy. So let's hear you rap for a minute on why you refuse to go 29er. Are you going to go 29er with the rain or no?
Rain doesn't come in 29.
So you're against 29.
Yeah.
You had a hardtail, so you couldn't be that against it.
Yeah, but a hardtail 29er makes a lot more sense because it doesn't have a long wheelbase or long travel 29er. It's more agile.
That is true. It's not for short tables. It's not for short tables. But I don't like to jump. I jump, I get hurt.
I'm not against it if there's a 29er that's not so good. But I mean, there's a bunch of other issues.
They are too.
No,
yeah, they are. Yeah, with the boost spacing and people doing downhill, full out, World Cup downhill on 29ers with no problems, Put new wheels on everything, yeah. See what 29ers do? Shut up.
You end up in a
Talking all that shit. Okay, sure. Like that. Well, if we ride through here quiet enough, you might see a ring-tailed cat. You ever seen those?
Yes.
Super rare. But I've seen one here. Go first. Just because I don't have a whole lot of footage of you in front. Hey. Should we bail out? I think this last part's gonna be pretty wet. There's just certain things that these wheels in this travel will show you, and you'll just be like, ooh, that was butter.
Right, but that doesn't make you a better rider, it makes you a worse rider.
Yeah, well, I disagree there too.
How?
Because you don't, just because you don't have to pick a line doesn't make you a worse rider.
Yeah,
it makes your ride easier, which means you have more fun because you crash less. That ride was so good, I almost don't want to get my bike fixed because I want to keep it.
Yeah, keep it broken.
Well, just it's.
Why is the seat so far forward?
I don't know.
Back up.
Yeah, you're right. SRAM is way better than Shimano.
That's patently untrue. But also, Shimano has a new. We'll see how well it works, but they have like an entirely redesigned hub, free hub body system to work with their 12-speed.
Why? A new standard?
Yep.
Fucking hate.
But it's for like XTR 12-speed only. Yeah, but when XD came out, that was a new standard.
I just think that we've had too many new standards all grouped up together in this last year.
I think there have been a lot of standards that don't matter. I mean, really 12 speeds is probably irrelevant. I think the next step beyond 12 speeds has got to be gearboxes. Because
yeah.
It doesn't make sense to keep putting more sprockets.
No, it doesn't. You're out of space.
And it doesn't make sense to keep the derailleur on there if you don't need it. Get rid of it because it's constantly getting smashed and causes problems.
Man, I don't know if I've been lucky or what, but as much as you talk about SRAM, I've been on that XX1 the whole time with 0 tune-ups. I just noticed it always works. It never.
I don't think they're. The only problem that they've had with their derailleurs was when, of course, they've had that same derailleur for 3 or 4 years now. So, but when they first came out with their clutch derailleurs, the clutches were failing like fucking gangbusters, like all the time. Not gangbusters. What is it? Just all of them.
No, you said gangbusters.
I know, but that's not the right word. But they were failing all the time. They would just lock up, or they would just fail entirely. And like you couldn't, like if you grab the pulley cage and try and flex it forward, like on a normal pivot, you would just index it like trying to get it forward because whatever the mechanism is in there, I haven't pulled one apart yet. I don't know if it just gets side loaded to where it's not running true anymore, and then it causes a lot of friction inside of there. But it seems like lately they're all working pretty well. But I also don't like that they have like gone down to NX Eagle, which doesn't make any sense. It's too low of a quality of component to try and extend those components that far, to make a derailleur that goes that far to reach 12 years. Have a cassette that goes that far, because that cassette for NX is like a big hunk of steel. There's no aluminum carrier in it. It fits on a regular freehub body, just like old school shit.
Solid piece of machine aluminum?
No.
Or steel?
It's not solid steel. It's a bunch of sprockets that are riveted together.
Okay.
But it's all steel sprockets.
Is the XX1 Eagle one solid piece of aluminum that's milled?
That is a water jet, like the X-Dome cassettes are all, I think they use water jet or some kind of 3D CNC milling process for the steel part of the cassette, which is like the bottom 8 gears or something like that, or maybe more than that, maybe 10 gears, and the top 2 are aluminum. And those aren't riveted, so the whole thing is lighter weight. And then it's an XD type deal where you don't have a spline free up, you have that step deal with the engagement grooves, and then the whole thing basically threads onto the hub.
X what?
That's on all their like high-end Eagle stuff, all the XD.
XD's nuts! Ah! Is that how it works?
No.
I thought that's how it works.
No.
XD, D's nuts. Yeah, I got you.
D's nuts! Ha! Got him! So, but like their NX, I think the GX is an XD cassette, but NX is not. It just uses an 11 tooth high gear. It's 1150 cassette.